Hi everyone, Waluigi K here. First of all, I want to thank everyone who watched my About Mario video. The amount of views that video has is still unreal to me. So thank you very much. Today I want to share with you some movies that I think are absolute classics of the gay movie genre that I feel often are left out of a lot of lists. This is probably going to be the first of many, but I wanted to make a quick and short video, so I'm keeping it to 3 for now. Alright, the first movie that I think is an absolute classic is the 2000 French TV movie Just a Question of Love. Actually, it's actually one of the first LGBT movies I've ever watched. A basic TLDR is that the movie's title is quite appropriate. Two guys fall in love but are on different sides of the spectrum when it comes to accepting who they love and coming out and dealing with homophobia. It's funny, sad, real, and has some beautiful heartfelt moments. It also has the cutest lovey-dovey scene where they fight each other with water bottles. I strongly recommend this classic. Next is 2002's The Trip. This one takes place over the span of a few years in the US. It chronicles the events of two men, again, on different sides of the coming out spectrum, and I think you can see a recurring theme with the movies that I chose for this list. This one does add a political angle as well as the AIDS crisis that was going on at that time. I know that the way I describe it makes it sound really serious, and it is a red movie, but to this day, I still find myself quoting some hilarious lines from this movie, such as, I can't believe you left your porno magazine out on my mother's side, and Polly want a casket? It's really funny. There's great chemistry, and the characters here are a fair bit of camp. There's an incredible time lapse too that is just ingrained in my memory thanks to this haunting score that accompanies it, and I still remember it to this day. So it's a strong recommend for me. Finally, and arguably my favorite gay movie ever is 2007's Shelter. When I tell you I've watched this movie a million times, I think that would still be an understatement. Again, I'm gonna summarize the story because I truly do think that if you find these movies somewhere, torrents, you should definitely give them a watch. Shelter is a story of our surfer bro Zach, who's doing his best to support his sister and nephew. He's an artist who sidelined his dreams to do just that. His best friend's brother, Sean, comes back to town to get away from the city and to finish writing. As with a lot of small community-minded places, people start to talk a bit about the fact that Sean is gay. The two end up having a connection, if you know what I mean, and therein lies most of the events in the movie. Zach coming to terms with who he is in all aspects of his life and doing what's best for him. This one feels like a warm movie I can just constantly go back to and always feel happy when I see Zach's stupid smile when he's happy. The common theme for these movies is here again, this time also involving a bit of a class difference and some of the privileges that come with that. This one is also very much a classic to me because the characters feel grounded and real. I found myself calling some of my significant others monkey thanks to this movie. So there you go. 3 of what I consider some classic gay movies that I would highly recommend you check out. I promise they're worth your time. If you like this video and you want to see more content like this, make sure you like and subscribe and even leave a comment on what gay movies you consider to be absolute classics. Next, I'm thinking of making a list similar to this, but more my favorite guilty pleasure gay movies, so stay tuned for that. Until then, Waluigi K out.